I'm Emily Mashak, and you're listening to Tuned Into NoCo, Town Square Media's show that lets you know what matters in NoCo. I'm talking today with Tiffany Villavicencio, Abby Powell, Celeste Smith, Christine Forrester, and Cindy Mackin about all of the fun Halloween events going on in Loveland. I know we have lots to cover today, so let's jump right in. We've got another scavenger hunt coming up, the Scarecrow Scavenger Hunt. What do our listeners need to know?
So we kicked off our second annual Scarecrow Scavenger Hunt this past weekend. It was an idea that came from Celeste, who had done it in other communities, and Abby. It's just a different way to kind of approach Halloween last year, and we thought it was so successful and so well received that we would carry it on for this year as well, to showcase all of the amazing artists that Abby will kind of talk to you about. In addition to, it's a free family fun event that brings people all over Loveland, and they get to explore areas that they might not have been to before, even people who have been here for a long time. But then also it's a great way for people from all over that are coming up either to see the leaves at Rocky Mountain National Park or just visiting our area to spend a day in Loveland and get to explore all of these different areas. And then through an app, find all 26 of these scarecrows that are spread all over the city. And I'm always impressed every year how amazing these scarecrows are. And then they get to actually win prizes on top of that. So it's a win-win-win, from moving people around the city, getting them to explore, a win for the artists, and a win for businesses that are bringing people to their front door. So we're excited to continue on this tradition again this year. And in the last couple of days, we already have over 300 players, which it always blows my mind that many people sign up and start playing this thing and have already completed it and redeemed their prizes at the visitor center. So they can find more information at visit loveland.com/scarecrow about how to get the official map, download the app, and how to play.
So we work with different local artists. The way that we set up the scavenger hunt is businesses can either create their own scarecrow. So we have a lot of local businesses that have signed up, have come up with some creative different scarecrows. And, the Big Thompson Brewing has a really awesome one that is made out of, looks like a log. And there's one at Independent Financial that's got some money, Monopoly money hanging out where the scarecrow is. And some fun things like that. But the really great addition is that we hire artists. So we have businesses also sponsor local artists, and they all are either from the Loveland community or tied to Loveland. And some of them have been able to incorporate some youth into it. Jules Gillen does a great job. She owns a business called Juiced by Imagination and teaches kids art classes. And she incorporates her students every year. They have a great scarecrow that is out in front of the Loveland Museum. And we kept her scarecrow from last year and put them there together, and they make a pretty awesome pair. And we also have Carrie Seawalt, who has done scarecrows for us both last year and this year. Her monsters are hanging out in the Foundry Plaza this year. And if you go check them out, they're huge and they're awesome. And then she has some kind of gargoyle dogs that are in front of the love sign at the visitor center this year. Just some really great local artists that are super talented. Melissa Robinson is the Thompson Valley High School art teacher, and she incorporated her students, and they made Beetlejuice, which is at the Roadway Inn this year. So just some fun, different ones to go and find. I know we have a Spider-Man in front of Aleworks, and just some real creative, different fun things this year. So kudos to those artists that have made some really neat ones out there.
And now we also have a lot of stuff going on at Sentara. I'll start with you, Tiffany. I know we've got Spooktacular Halloween. Sounds like there's a haunted house. What do we need to know? What's going on?
We have a variety of fun happening. We are thrilled to be able to bring back our large Halloween festival, Spooktacular Halloween at the Promenade Shops at Sentara. We will actually be hosting that on Halloween Day, so on Sunday, October 31st from 12 to 3. We will have that happening right in front of Rock Bottom and taking up the entire parking lot all the way to Best Buy. So we will have dozens of different vendors and game booths and contests going on. We pre-stuff 1,000 goodie bags for the kiddos with all kinds of fun things in there. We'll have a pumpkin patch, stilt walkers, a dog costume contest, just tons of activities going on for that day. That's from 12 to 3. You can get all of the information on our website, the promenade shops at Sentara.com. And then this year we were very excited that we were able to host Harrington's Haunted House. Harrington Arts Alliance has been hosting their haunted house for several years in Loveland, and they needed a new home this year, and we were happy to partner with them. I was there this weekend, and it's fantastic. Plan to scream, but it's absolutely wonderful. They're open every Friday and Saturday night from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. They're located between Eddie Bauer and Build-A-Bear, so if you come out, you can't miss it late at night because they've got all the spooky lights and everything out there. And then they will be doing a kids Halloween kind of haunted house, but scaled down for the kiddos on Halloween day as well, from 11 to 3. So before or after they're at our festival, they can head over and enjoy the haunted house with kids. You buy tickets right there at the door every Friday, Saturday night, right here at the property from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m.
That sounds like so much fun. And then now, Celeste, I know we also are doing the Halloween Hullabaloo drive-in again. Can you tell me what's going on with that this year?
Absolutely. We are thrilled to be bringing back the Halloween Hullabaloo drive-through. It is our 15th year of celebrating the annual Halloween Hullabaloo, and we were fortunate to transform that into a drive-in last year, and our plans are to bring it back into drive-in mode again this year. So we're going to kick off movies on Friday, October 29th. We have a 5 p.m. showing of Nightmare Before Christmas and an 8 p.m. showing of Hocus Pocus. We'll be back on Saturday, October 30th, 2 p.m. showing Monsters, Inc. And then returning in the evening with a 5 p.m. showing of Hocus Pocus and an 8 p.m. showing of Nightmare Before Christmas. This is all happening at the Marketplace at Sentara, which is on the west side of I-25. So we'll have that going Friday and Saturday. And then festivities will move over to the Promenade Shops on Sunday for their spooktacular event. So it will definitely be a fun-filled weekend in addition to other things happening throughout Loveland. So I'm sure Abby will want to share what's happening in downtown Loveland as well.
Absolutely. Our downtown trick or treat is Sunday, October 31st from 10 to 2. So if the kids want to come down, trick or treat downtown, they can go around to the different participating businesses from 10 to 2. And then Desk Chair Workspace is having a movie night. They are pairing with Shadow Play Films and playing The Shining. That's on October 28th at 6 p.m. And then Loveland Ale Works is going all out. This is a 21 and up deal, so not for the kiddos. So if you have folks that want to go out for Halloween, both on Friday, October 29th and Saturday, the 30th, from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., they're having their Oddities Fest. So everything from they've got Slim, the living cyborg, who's doing like sword swallowing and all those oddity events. So it's a 21 and up event, and it is ticketed. It's $10. So it's from 6 to 11 on the 29th and 30th.
And another one I wanted to touch on is the greatest drive-through trick-or-treat experience. Christine, can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, happy to. So NoCo's greatest drive-through trick-or-treat experience, not only a mouthful, but a really big event for families with kiddos who want to be safe and still maybe are a little bit worrisome or conscious about being in person with others. So we kept this event, brought it back for a second year, and we're hoping that we'd have great response, and we have. It's already 75% sold out, and the tickets have only been on sale for a couple days. So really great response from families, and we've heard lots of great stories from folks who have kids with immune compromised issues, and so it's a really great alternative and a fun event for families who are interested in driving through and letting their kids trick or treat out the car window. The event is on Saturday, October 30th, and it is from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. to honor COVID safety for families who are really considerate of that. All tickets have to be purchased online. All participants will be masked, and candy will be placed in bags that kids will be hanging out the car window. We have lots of safety regulations posted on the Thompson Education Foundation website. So this is an event that does benefit a nonprofit, which is Thompson Education Foundation. And the website is thompsontef.org. So we have all of the event information and safety information listed there. And again, it's Saturday, October 30th from 10 to 2:30. This year, the event is located at the Thompson School District's admin building. It has a giant parking lot that kind of turns a little bit. It's perfect for staging for booths for all of the businesses that are participating. And we have a number of local businesses and nonprofits who are participating and have booths and are handing out all of the candy to the kiddos. Last year, we had 3,000 attendees, and this year we expect about the same. And we had a waiting list of 6,000 last year. I think it'll be a little bit different. We didn't sell out in 5 minutes this year like we did last year. Quite honestly, there's just so much going on in northern Colorado that there's so much for folks to pick from, just a large variety. But we promise a fun, socially distanced Halloween for families and a little something for everyone with this event. The cost of the event is just a $5 donation per vehicle. We just request no large buses or campers or trailers, just traditional family vehicles with seatbelts. And that's really a summary of the event. Again, it's thompsontef.org for tickets.
Great. And Cindy, I know we have even more fun events going on, like the Creepy Walk. Can you tell me more about those?
Creepy Walk in the Woods still has a couple of dates that will occur on the 29th and 30th. And if you have not been to Creepy Walk in the Woods, it is definitely for ages 11 and up. And it's about 2 miles west of Loveland, and it's $30 a person. And you will definitely hear a lot of screams coming from the Savage Woods because they have that whole thing decked out and scary actors and actresses. And it's just an amazing setting. Probably one of the scariest haunted houses I have definitely ever been to. It is quite the experience. But people have to get tickets in advance. It's only open 6 nights this year. And the nights that will be available is the 29th and 30th. If they haven't already sold out, you can email at creepywalk@gmail.com for tickets. But it is just a crazy, scary experience. And it's kind of cool that it's so close to Loveland. So that would be something definitely for the older crowd, as well as the very grim Halloween party that takes place at Grimm Brothers Brewing. And they have costume contests and palm readings and live music. And that will happen on the 30th. From 3 to 10. And then if you haven't been to Osborne Farm to get your pumpkins, it is one of the oldest farms in all of Colorado that have been continuously owned by the same family. And that is a place to go if they haven't already run out of their pumpkins by now. Just a really cool experience with the whole hay rides and all of the fresh produce that is grown there. And you get to pick your pumpkin and put it in the wheelbarrow, and they have booths and food and cider and all of the great things that you kind of think of when you think of Fall Harvest Festival. So, I'm just amazed at all of the wonderful things that there are happening in Loveland for Halloween, and just thankful to all these great partners that are putting on these events.
Yeah, it's so great to hear about all these events. And I want to thank you all for taking the time to talk to me about this. I know our listeners are all excited for Halloween in Loveland. Is there anything else that any of you feel like we missed, or anything else you would want our listeners to know?
I would get tickets early to things that require tickets, because people are excited about the holidays and they're excited about events returning. So make sure that you're researching this in advance. All of the events that were listed today live on visitloveland.com. on our webpage, and it has links to all of those events and to tickets. So it's a one good place that you can go for all of this information.
I was just going to add, as Cindy stated, everything is posted on Visit Loveland, gives a nice variety of everything that's happening. Just because tickets are required does not necessarily mean that there is a charge to everything. So definitely the one-stop place, Visit Loveland for all the details, and like the Hullabaloo does require tickets, but it is a free event. So again, get your tickets early. Others may, charge a small fee, but again, if there's a fee involved, there's usually a nonprofit that's benefiting in some great way.
Again, that was Tiffany Villavicencio, Abby Powell, Celeste Smith, Christine Forrester, and Cindy Mackin talking about all of the fun Halloween events going on in Loveland. You can learn more at visitloveland.org.